Welcome to KL, everyone. Even I've got to admit, this is a weirdly awesome thing to have at a mall. A giant Thanos. So cool. Also, Superman is over there. Oh, and Elmo is over there. I think maybe I'll stay inside. It's Brie! Yay! You can't actually hear what she's saying because she's in my headphones, but she said hi. Hooray! Anything that you want to say? I'll subtitle it. Yeah. Follow Brianna Angel on Instagram. You heard it here. For all your German needs, great.
What did you put in? Only me and him put in.
It's got to be one of the worst, cheapest, laziest fucking meals I've ever made. Hello. For some reason, I don't think the little thing is making a sound when I turn it on and off anymore. So it's actually kind of hard to tell. I think I had it on earlier when I was talking to a guy that I met downstairs, also called Adam, also from London, which was kind of funny. He was very nice. And I had my first ever interaction with someone where I got to introduce myself as a vegan. So that was fun, and have a conversation about it and his views, and sort of test a little bit where and how I debate or argue or not veganism and people's stances on it. So that was kind of fun, actually. You saw my food from earlier. Truly inspirational food. It was, I will tell you, it was raw broccoli, raw tomatoes, raw cucumber, a slab of tofu, cold mixed beans in a tin, and a cup of chia seeds and water. Honestly, gotta be one of the crunchiest, things I've ever made and eaten. But there you go. I figured I'm in the city. I can be fully vegan while I'm here, at least. If I can't do it here, then where could I? So, yeah, I also looked for and found vitamin B12, which I don't think I'm going to find any good fortified foods here. So, of all the supplements, this was the big one. And then I also got calcium and vitamin D in one. Calcium because I don't get any dairy, so that felt important. And this one just came with vitamin D on it, in it, which is always good to have. Although I'm obviously in the sun a lot here and stuff, so maybe it's not as necessary as it normally is when I'm in England, but better safe than sorry. Oh, also, yeah, bag of chia seeds. I'm going to take with me to the jungle, so I'm going to take all this with me to the rainforest. And I'm going to figure out, because there are 100 of these, if there's something that I can take on a flight, or if I'm going to have to throw them away again. The reason I had such a crunchy meal is because I spent a lot more money than I thought I would. The train into the city was £10, and then buying like stuff I needed. I didn't even get a mosquito net because the place I thought would have it at the mall didn't have it. So that was annoying, and I'll try somewhere else tomorrow. But yeah, this area of the city is kind of cool. There's a lot of Indian people around, and there's an Indian temple, an Indian food, and Indian vibes, which is kind of cool. And I'm liking that, and it looks really pretty, and hopefully some of the shots that I took that you'll have already seen do it some justice. So I take one of these? One of these. Do it some justice, because it is really nice actually. The first time I came to KL, I was not as big of a fan. So, yeah. Cool. What else? I have my bus already booked for a couple days' time. I need to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. I guess I need to buy a mosquito net and some sunscreen. Some other bits and bobs. But otherwise I might just, wander, take it easy. Maybe treat myself to there are some nice looking vegan restaurants with like really good food. I might treat myself to a nice meal while I'm in the city, given that I'm going to be really away from it for at least a couple of months. But yeah. Yeah. So I wanted to do a revised full packing list, but I can't be bothered right now and it'll take a really long time. So instead, I'll tell you what I've removed, top things, bottom things, and how much the bag weighs. So the bag is 10 kilos, almost exactly 10 kilos. And I finally used my travel spork today. Really useful. I did not trust any of the cutlery that was here, and it's great. Can recommend Snow Peak titanium spork. Yeah, good stuff. Very light. I don't really like the maybe I would have gone with plastic next time because I think I just like the mouth feel of plastic more than metal. But at least it's inert, so you don't get that weird tingling. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Basically, I used it. It's good that I have it. I removed some hair stuff that I don't need anymore. Conditioner, that kind of thing. I removed my fan, my little hand fan. Never used it, not a single time. Just trash by. Was bad. I think maybe I just had a bad one, but bad. Not worth having. And Ed gifted me some little dice and D&D character sheets that were really small for travel. I've kept the dice because they're really nice and I like them, and I might actually use them hopefully if I get to play it with some people at some point. But I gave the character sheets to Mateus, who might give them to his brother, who plays D&D when he's back in Barcelona. So yeah, because I would just use paper and I would just write out the information if I needed it. I think that might be all the things that I have chucked away. Things that I want a longer charging cable. I want a much longer charging cable than the one that I have. Maybe not much longer because it will actually be annoying to fit in my thing, but I want a longer charging cable. So I might write that down. Longer charging cable. Longer charging cable. But happy with the bag. I think the size of it lets me get away with taking it onto flights at airports, even where the limit is normally 7 kilos. So that's nice to get away with that. And there is some stuff that I'm keeping separately in my little sling. And my camera is separate. My camera is 1 kilo, and my sling bag's probably 1 kilo. So it's probably more 12 kilos, 13 kilos total, but it's fine. I had some points developing off of the other day when I was talking about the spirituality. And I thought an interesting point was general spirituality versus religion, and how religion feels like a now used human-made construct for like control, blah blah blah. You know what? I don't want to talk about this. I already sort of talked about this when I had it in my head, and I'm carrying on this conversation with other people separately. So if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it, but I said my piece on it. I probably should cut that bit where I was stumbling on myself when I didn't really want to talk about it, but I won't, because human fallibility is an important aspect to show openly and be vulnerable about. So there you go. I'm not perfect. Who knew? Yeah, I'm gonna sleep. This room has no net on the window, and I didn't get a net, and I've already been bitten while sitting outside eating. So I have a suspicion I'm gonna be bitten. I closed the window, but it makes it super stuffy in here. I'm gonna try and sleep through it with the fan on full. I'm gonna spray some anti-mozzie spray around the room and on myself, and I'm gonna pray that the spray works. Also, I wish I had flip-flops for the shower here, because hostel floors are really gross. Alright. I think that was it.
Bye.